defense activities to improve energy resiliency of military installations. Subtitle F Land Conveyances Sector 2851. Modification of restrictions on use of former Navy property conveyed to University of California, San Diego, California. Sector 2852. Land Conveyance, Joint Base Cape Cod, Bourne, Massachusetts. Sector 2853. Land Conveyance, St. Joseph, Missouri. Sector 2854. Land Conveyance, Department of Defense Excess Property, St. Louis, Missouri. Sector 2855. Land Conveyance, Marine Corps Air Station, Cherry Point, North Carolina. Sector 2856. Land Conveyance, Naval Air Station Oceana, Virginia Beach, Virginia, to City of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Sector 2857. Land Conveyance, Naval Air Station Oceana, Virginia Beach, Virginia, to School Board of City of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Subtitle G Authorized Pilot Program Sector 2861. Pilot Program on Increased Use of Sustainable Building Materials in Military Construction. Sector 2862. Pilot Program on Establishment of Account for Reimbursement for Use of Testing Facilities at Installations of the Department of the Air Force. Subtitle H Asia Pacific and Indo-Pacific Issues Sector 2871. Improved oversight of certain infrastructure services provided by Naval Facilities Engineering Systems Command Pacific. Sector 2872. Annual Congressional Briefing on Renewal of Department of Defense Easements and Leases of Land in Hawaii. Sector 2873. Hawaii Military Land Use Master Plan. Subtitle I One-Time Reports and Other Matters Sector 2881. Clarification of installation and maintenance requirements regarding fire extinguishers in Department of Defense facilities. Sector 2882. GAO Review and Report of Military Construction Contracting at Military Installations inside the United States. Division C Department of Energy National Security Authorizations and Other Authorizations Title XXXI Department of Energy National Security Programs Subtitle A National Security Programs and Authorizations Sector 3101. National Nuclear Security Administration. Sector 3102. Defense Environmental Cleanup. Sector 3103. Other defense activities. Sector 3104. Nuclear energy. Subtitle B Program Authorizations, Restrictions, and Limitations Sector 3111. Plutonium pit production capacity. Sector 3112. Improvements to cost estimates informing analyses of alternatives. Sector 3113. University-based Defense Nuclear Policy Collaboration Program. Sector 3114. Defense Environmental Cleanup Programs. Sector 3115. Modification of requirements for certain construction projects. Sector 3116. Updates to Infrastructure Modernization Initiative. Sector 3117. Extension of authority for appointment of certain scientific, engineering, and technical personnel. Sector 3118. Extension of authority for acceptance of contributions for acceleration of removal or security of fissile materials, radiological materials, and related equipment at vulnerable sites worldwide. Sector 3119. Extension of enhanced procurement authority to manage supply chain risk. Sector 3120. Prohibition on availability of funds to reconvert or retire W-76-2 warheads. Sector 3121. Portfolio Management Framework for National Nuclear Security Administration. Subtitle See Reports and Other Matters. Sector 3131. Modifications to certain reporting requirements. Sector 3132. Modification to terminology for reports on financial balances for atomic energy defense activities. Sector 3133. Improvements to annual reports on condition of the United States nuclear weapons stockpile. Sec. 3134. Report on Plant-Directed Research and Development. Sector 3135. Reports on risks to and gaps in industrial base for nuclear weapons components, subsystems, and materials. Sector 3136. Transfer of building located at 4170 Allium Court, Springfield, Ohio. Sector 3137. Comprehensive strategy for treating, storing, and disposing of defense nuclear waste resulting from stockpile maintenance and modernization activities. Sector 3138. Acquisition of high-performance computing capabilities by National Nuclear Security Administration. Sector 3139. Study on the W-80-4 Nuclear Warhead Life Extension Program. Sector 3140. Study on Runit Dome and related hazards. Sector 3141. Sense of Congress regarding compensation of individuals relating to uranium mining and nuclear testing. Title: Seeks a Defense Nuclear Facilities Safety Board. Sector 3201. Authorization. Sector 3202. References to Chairperson and Vice Chairperson of Defense Nuclear Facilities Safety Board. Title: 6 of Naval Petroleum Reserves. Sector 3401. Authorization of Appropriations. Title: XXXV Maritime Security. Subtitle: A Maritime Administration. Sector 3501. Authorization of the Maritime Administration. Subtitle: B Other Matters. Sector 3511. Effective period for issuance of documentation for recreational vessels. Sector 3512. Committees on Maritime Matters. Sector 3513. Port Infrastructure Development Programme. Sector 3514. Uses of Emerging Marine Technologies and Practices. Sector 3515. Prohibition on participation of long-term charters in tanker security fleet. Sector 3516. Coastwise endorsement. Sector 3517. Report on efforts of combatant commands to combat threats posed by illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. Sector 3518. Authorization to purchase duplicate medals. Division D Funding Tables Sector 4001. Authorization of amounts in funding tables. Title XLI Procurement Sector 4101. Procurement. Title XLI Research, Development, Test, and Evaluation Sector 4201. Research, Development, Test, and Evaluation. Title XLI Operation and Maintenance Sector 4301. Operation and Maintenance. Title XLIV Military Personnel Sector 4401. Military Personnel. Title XLV Other Authorizations Sector 4501. Other Authorizations. Title XLVI Military Construction Sector 4601. Military Construction. Title XY Department of Energy National Security Program Sector 4701. Department of Energy National Security Programs. Division E Department of State Authorization Act OF 2021 Seconds, 5001. Short title. Sector 5002. Definitions. Title: Reorganization and Operations of the Department of State Sector 5101. Sense of Congress on Importance of Department of State's Work. Sector 5102. Assistant Secretary for International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs. Sector 5103. Bureau of Consular Affairs, Bureau of Population, Refugees, and Migration. Sector 5104. Office of International Disability Rights. Sector 5105. Special Appointment Authority. Sector 5106. Repeal of Authority for Special Representative and Policy Coordinator for Burma. Sector 5107. Anti-Piracy Information Sharing. Sector 5108. Importance of Foreign Affairs Training to National Security. Sector 5109. Classification and Assignment of Foreign Service Officers. Sector 5110. Reporting on implementation of GAO recommendations. Sector 5111. Extension of period for reimbursement of fishermen for costs incurred from the illegal seizure and detention of U.S. flag fishing vessels by foreign governments. Sector 5112. Art in Embassies. Sector 5113.